Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. We are Justin, Bryn, and Travis from Playing Board Games, and we are here today with another Scarlet Keys spoiler. And we need a lot of space because not only do we have a card, we have a bunch of relevant cards to talk about with it. So let's dive in and show you the card, which I'm pretty sure is this one. It is! Underworld Market. So this is a 2 experience, permanent. It's exceptional, so it means it really costs 4 experience. It's a connection and it's illicit. And you get plus 10 deck size, which we normally don't like around here. However, before drawing your opening hand, you get to choose 10 illicit cards from your deck, shuffle them together, and place them next to the Underworld Market as your market deck. So it takes 10 of the illicit cards out, which reasonably is your plus 10 deck size, and puts them into a little deck, kind of like Joe Diamond's Hunch deck. And then, at the start of your turn, you get to reveal the top 2 cards of your market deck, and you may spend 1 resource to draw one of them and place the rest on the bottom in any order. So we finally have something beyond Finn Edwards that cares about illicit. I mean, there's also Fence, but no one was jumping out their house to be like, yes! I can't wait to play this Fence deck. But now we have some more pieces to make this get going. So, Brent, I'm going to start with you because you're a resident green expert. What do you think of Underworld Market?
Well, firstly, before drawing your opening hand is not forced, so you can just use this for plus 10 deck size if you really want to.
You could.
Yeah, like it's a choice. Should you? Absolutely not. But
you could.
You know, you do you.
Just want to make your deck worse.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you're playing this in a Bob Jenkins deck with short supply, and you're like, I don't want to shuffle my discard pile back.
I want to hit greed off the top and then just never worry about it again.
But also be less likely to hit greed off the top.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
No, I think this card is kind of neat. If you have Fence, obviously that kind of counteracts the pay 1 resource to draw one of them effect, making this more or less just like draw an extra card every turn. Well, not every turn, for 10 turns, but
yeah,
because then you run out of stuff.
But 10 turns is a lot.
It's like the majority of the game.
Yeah, it's like the relevant turns of the game. After that, if you need more cards in your hand, you have... I don't want to say you built a bad deck, PT, but you did. This one also, like, there are several copies of the same type of effect in illicit in green. So you can use this as a tool to make sure that you always have a weapon, or that you always have a way to investigate with your foot or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what's actually kind of huge, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially like now, like a flex Finn Edwards is now more consistent in finding things to get clues and also weapons to kill with. Yeah, are those weapons good? They're green, so we know the answer is probably not, but still.
Yeah, they don't... Is Finn's gun illicit?
It is illicit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't include it in the slideshow, but both his the only downside with that is that it makes his other one not as great. But you just put that in your market deck and never pay for it. Just put it on the bottom and set it and forget it. Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. But that's cool. It doesn't. Yeah, they don't have to be green assets or
just illicit
or anything like that.
You can play this card in Wendy and just draw an extra card every turn, Bryn.
Yeah. You could.
But then you have to pay him money for it.
So?
Dark Horse Wendy. Dark Horse illicit Wendy? Just get an extra blank card to throw away to each test each turn?
You know? Like there are some illicit cards that are not just blank cards in Wendy.
Yeah, but they don't need to have anything on them.
You're right.
Yeah, so like I have some cards here, just some like notable upgraded illicit cards, like the upgraded lockpicks, being able to because it's also it's before you draw your opening hand, right? So then you ask the question is like, if I have, say for example 12, do I keep the lockpicks out? Do I put them in? It kind of matters. You get those interesting decisions. Derringers, a lot of guns. We have a lot of guns here. Yeah. Liquid Courage. That's something that could be fine to
lots
just
of liquor too.
Get that. Yeah, lots of liquor. Upgraded Switchblade, not the level 0 Switchblade, not pictured here.
If you're playing Wendy, you can play the level 0 Switchblade.
Because they have no problem.
Great, yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Chicago Typewriter, another big illicit gun. So as you were saying, it helps you find the things you need more consistently. Knuckle Duster is also illicit. It's here too. Pickpocketing, that's illicit.
Yeah.
So many illicit cards, and you can just get them off the Underworld Market. Lupara. And they go into your hand, so you could still sleight of hand it and all that. It just makes you, a better chance of hitting it. Fence, I think, is really nice here because a big thing with Fence is that if you kind of just whiff on it, it's like I built a fence deck and now I'm not doing anything right with it.
You say I built a fence deck.
Yeah, that is, just on one of my Arkham bucket list. Just say I built a fence deck, but you can now get it, and then as you said, Bryn, it counteracts that the cost of it.
Yeah. Yeah, even if they don't already have the fast trade and it doesn't make them cost one less action to play it, an action is worth more than the money.
Yes,
so.
yeah.
The real question here is, do you put the fence in your regular deck and mulligan to it, like hard mulligan for it, or do you put it in your Underworld market and cross your fingers?
It is, like I'm sure someone much smarter than me can know what has the better chance.
Yeah,
of
like
it.
Finding it on turn 1 is what, like, it's not quite a 1 in 5.
No.
But it's like real similar to it, I think. He said, knowing that it was not super good at statistics math.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's very similar to that. Like a 2 in, because it is like not quite a 2 in 10 chance, but the chance improves drastically over the next like 3 turns.
Yeah.
Because the cards are either in your hand or on the bottom of the fence deck.
Yeah, because like,
World market.
And I suppose as well, like when it comes to it too, it just matters like how long you view your setup turns. Because if you feel like if you can contribute enough that 3 turns you can live without fence, it's probably better in your Underworld market, right?
Yeah, and you don't even have to play the illicit cards right away, right? You can just wait until you find the fence out of your Underworld market.
Yeah, and that's a lot easier than having to find it in the remaining 25 cards of your deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only downside is with Underworld market, you don't get to you can't interact with it beyond that, right?
Yeah.
But still, just more consistency.
Yeah, if you get to play yellow, maybe it's better to play the fence in your main deck, but also if you get to play yellow, you don't have access to any of the other cool illicit cards that are not already green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's also
I'm looking at you, Trish Scarborough.
You could do better things.
Yeah. Other one here is Payday. This one also can just be really nice to just like grab and hold when the time comes. It 45 Thompson, gun, more gun. Tennessee Sour Mash, more liquor, right? The red one as well. Whoa.
It's still illegal.
Yeah. So because it does cost 2 experience, you can play this as well in non-green decks if you can get to 2 green. Which is hopefully, I imagine we haven't seen all of Scarlet Keys, so I imagine we're going to see some even more illicit cards because we are getting some new ones here. That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be fine if they didn't, though.
Yeah, we have seen 2 so far, which are in this this slideshow somewhere. But burglary, hey Trish.
Yeah, you can steal money.
Yeah, you could steal money.
Or commit. You just put perceptions into your Underworld market.
I really need a perception that doesn't replace itself. Yeah. Sawed-off shotgun.
That's a good one to just hold on to, especially if you've got the fence to play it fast.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, more gun, 25 automatics. Quick draw holster. Bryn, you can finally do it. You can try to find it easier.
It only costs him 12 experience.
Yes. And then also the cost of the guns when we get those in.
Yeah, but at least like the quick draw holster only holds single-handed guns.
Yeah, it's true.
So like they are cheaper to buy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is good that you can't even play the cool ones.
But yeah, no, it is.
I mean, are you telling me that Lupara isn't one of the cool ones?
Yes.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, I love the Lupara. But it is something that it goes to the same kind of conversation that the fence has as well, right? Where like if you really want to shoot, like put the quick draw holster on, you're probably more likely to find it in your Underworld market than in your deck, consistently anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The new one, I'll take that. That's an illicit card from this expansion. All of these are on Arkham DB now. It was so nice. They're already there, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. So this is one here, and then also. Oh, Contraband's here. For some reason in this order, I thought we were going to go into the other Scarlet Keys card, but Contraband. Yeah. It's also another illicit card that you can put in there. We're in the return to for some reason. Cold Vest Pocket, the upgraded version, or the downgraded version. Both illicit, both guns. Still more guns. We have the Mauser.
I really hope that like past Justin did this to mess with you. You were just like, I'll forget about it in the middle of the video and it'll be really funny.
Odds are I would probably forget about it. But more gun. Still, we're in the winning for Dex. Beretta, this one is also really nice. Make sure you find your big gun pretty early. Mm-hmm. And now still more gun.
Lots of guns.
Lots of guns.
It turns out.
Derringer, yep. This one also goes like really well too with the like when I was gonna say
No,
Gun Wendy.
it's really good in Gun Wendy because
Gun
you're
Wendy.
gonna get lots of use out of that ability.
Lots. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Thieves Kid. There we go. We hit it. There it is. Another new card from this cycle, Scarlet Keys, and also notably a very good card, especially for clue getting. Like, you put this and Lockpick in your Underworld market, you're gonna find something that you need pretty quick to get going.
If you don't, then you get to scream at the RNG gods.
Yeah.
Because you shoulda.
Yeah.
It's just math.
Back to Lockpicks. So what do you think of it, Travis? What do you think of Underworld market?
I think it's not bad. I think it's going to depend a lot on what the other illicit cards that they print in this expansion are.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a steep cost for green investigators to be paying alongside their weapons, which is the most common illicit thing to get out.
Yeah.
It is pretty solid for someone like Finn, where like the flex ones where you don't care so much about like which weapons you get, and like you can make do if you don't have a weapon or a lockpicks, and you just care about getting it at some point. It is like pretty pricey though, like in each of the cards costing an extra money, and then also like 4 experience to put it into your deck. So.
Yeah, because I think for me, what I really like about Underworld Market is that it kind of just it opens up illicit a little bit more. Right?
It also makes like deck building kind of weird because so like if you're building a deck around the illicit cards, you're gonna want to like have them in your deck, and then you
have to put 10 more cards in.
Put like 10 other cards in.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, you can just not have the illicit cards in your deck, and then like
probably the best way about it is to, like put the one that you need to function with. So like if you're Finn, you grab the lockpicks, maybe the thieves' tools, maybe a gun, and then when it comes time, you only need to add 6 more cards, and you can just be like, here are some good green cards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, even if what you're doing is just like adding colorless skills.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but
sure.
Yeah, that is true because you kind of have to decide what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like bad. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, hear me out. You're gonna hate this.
Okay.
But you play this in a Lola deck. You're not playing illicit cards.
Okay.
You're just playing 10 more cards, so you're less likely to have a crisis of identity.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
But Travis, like, you lost me at Lola.
I stopped listening as soon as you said
You
that.
could just like not play Lola with a 4 experience handicap, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We definitely could not
Just
do
play
that.
a different investigator.
Yeah, this was one that when we got them spoiled, this is the one where I noted, like, I was like, do we do a Madhouse for this? But then I thought ultimately, because we're missing a whole cycle's worth of cards,
Yeah.
we'd be losing out, like, what else this pays off to. But what I would love to know, Bryn, what would you do with this card first? Like, what does it make you want to do?
Well, I mean, like, if I play Kaimani, like, they get to take 5 XP at the beginning. This costs 4. That's less than 5.
It's true. Yeah, that does
Like,
check
my
out.
other point is a lockpick.
The lockpicks, yeah, there we go. Look at that. Nice and simple.
Sick,
Nice and
let's go.
simple. Yeah.
I think there are several very solid level 0 illicit options. I'm not certain if there are actually 10 of them that I want to play, or like rather 5.
Probably
But
5.
yeah, you know, like worst case Ontario, I'm playing like
You got like lockpicks, thieves'
Liquid
kits.
Courage because it's there.
Yeah.
Liquid Courage, like Sour Mash, and then
Yeah, and I suppose if you
another
see
thing.
2 duds, you just like, I'm not going to buy either of them,
Yeah,
put them
like,
both on the
let's,
bottom. Because it doesn't
let's
cost
not
anything
do
to
this.
look. You just do it at the start of your turn.
it's like this is what I got for sale, and you're like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Do you have anything better?
And he's like, yes, come back tomorrow. And you're
Got a
like,
new shipment tomorrow.
okay.
Just fell off the truck.
You're like, you're a weird store where you restock once a day and you only have 2 items in, but I'll be back tomorrow.
You're sure they won't be the exact same 2 I saw? I didn't say that.
Notably with this, though, that is a little bit like, you are probably going to not want to do one-ofs in your Underworld market because, like, for example, if you see 2 of your one-ofs that you want, you have to basically be like, say, see you later, and, like, pretty much never see it again to the point where it's like,
I mean, what,
relevant.
how many turns do you need to cycle through the whole thing? Like, turn 6, you see the card you saw the first time,
Yeah, so it's not, yeah.
right? So it's like not.
I guess it
it's
depends
not
on what it is for
terrible.
your build,
it
right?
depends. It depends what you're trying to find and like
Yeah.
what your one-ups look like. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All we need, I think, to really make this go a little bit more exciting for Finn is just illicits that aren't in green. So he's basically just 0/5 green, except not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll make this really get to that next level, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the Scarlet Keys looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
But this also could be really cool for a Leo Anderson deck.
Mm-hmm.
Although I hate that guy. So. And he is also like pretty tight on money, so you're probably just using this to be like, I got this payday, and like Leo DeLuca, we're just a pair of Leos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Taking 4 actions in a turn.
You just stuff all your guns into it.
Yeah, right. Like you
Play
put your
Mausers
guns in it. You can put
Thompson.
you can put like contraband in it for extra bullets.
And then just load your deck with allies and card draw and resource generation, and just be like,
right.
I'm gonna find what I need in my market. That is.
Will it? I don't know. Every time I've ever played Leo, I've just turned into a tree and like barfed all my stuff onto the ground, and I'm like, oh no, I can't just pick it up again. Why would I be able to do that?
Yeah, that sounds
But like it could be cool.
Yeah. All right, for people watching at home, what do you think of Underworld Market? If you want to get a clearer image of the picture, you can go to our Twitter page, which I believe you can find on our channel. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. And as always, GG's.